Today I am re-recording my new books for October video because I originally recorded it on my laptop because it was longer than 10 minutes and I knew it would be, but it's taking days for it to still upload, and it's just ridiculous. And I mean, like, not just like a couple of hours or a full day, I mean like 3 or 4 days it's taking, and then my computer like keeps freaking out because it can't get to shut down, and blah, it's just not good. So I've decided I am armed with my timer, I am armed with my camera, and less than 10 minutes to record this, and making sure that I keep this within the 10-minute time frame because that's all my camera can take. So new books for October. The first thing I'm showing you isn't technically a book, but it's sort of book related in an ebook sort of way. I got a new cover for my Kindle. I previously had a really nice cheap fake leather one that had a little button clasp, and it was awesome, and it was red in one of my favourite colours, but Evie, our rabbit, decided that it was just too yummy to resist and she ate part of it. And although it still works and everything, I was just a bit worried that she kept going back to it to keep nibbling, and I was worried eventually she'd end up biting my Kindle because she's already done that a couple of times already. So I got a proper Amazon Kindle cover. I didn't get a lightened one, I just got a standard one, and I've had this Kindle, my Kindle, since May, and it's taken me until the middle of October, I think it was, middle of October, to realise that it has holes in the side for the cover case to attach to. So there's one at the top and one at the bottom, and you just press that little release button on the Kindle case to bring it out, but I never bother to because my hands get kind of warm while reading, so this kind of helps me keep hold of my case, whereas normally my hands would get a bit sweaty and gross holding the Kindle. So when I got the Kindle cover, I also got a copy of Skinny Bitch, which I've been wanting for a while, with Feedman and Kim Barnouin, I think that's how it's pronounced, I'm not sure. It's more about healthy eating. I've discussed before on my blog that I suffer from endometriosis, and I also suffer from IBS, and I thought this was an interesting book because I do want to do a vegetarian month, eating no meat for an entire month, so I thought this would help, although this is kind of about being vegan as well. But I've read the first chapter as such, and I found it really good and funny and interesting. After that, I've got £1.99 from a cheap bookshop in my city centre. The MacGregor Brides by Nora, Christmas Fairytales. I like the cover and it's so Christmassy. I'm already asking my boyfriend when we can put our Christmas tree up, and it's only November, but still, his answer was not soon. After that, I did a Read It Swap It Swap on Read It Swap It Swap on Read It Swap It. A bit of a whatever. I swapped a Agatha Christie book for an Agatha Christie book. What it was that I'd bought the last book in the Agatha Christie Poirot series, and flicked through it and realised, sorry if I'm ruining this for people, so I will say spoilers, go away if you don't want to know what happens in the last Poirot book. But sadly Poirot dies, and it just made me really sad, and once I realised that, I realised I wouldn't be reading it, so put it up for Read It Swap It, and got one of the favourite TV shows that I like out of the series in book form, Death on the Nile. I'm really looking forward to reading this, although I felt a bit conned when I got it because it's got a crease down the middle of the cover. I don't know if you can see that very well. Creasy, creasy, crease, as if the book's been bent, and all the pages are yellow and it smells gross. And I'm not fond of books that smell dusty and old, and no, not my cup of tea. It's generally why I read quite a lot of e-books. And then I also have book 2 in the House of Comery. I have no idea how to pronounce it, but it's Flesh and Blood, and as I said, it's book 2 in the Christine Painter series. I want to say a big thank you to Chelsea from the Vampire Book Club for making the first book, which was Blood Rights, her what do you call it, book to read for October, for their book club, and I really enjoyed it. And when I was, actually my boyfriend bought me this, so I should say thank you very, very much for this book. We were looking in the book section, he was looking at the Tintin stuff, because there was a fluffy Tintin dog, you know, the dog's snowy, isn't it, not fluffy, but it's all fluffy. I'll maybe show you in another video or something. And I saw this when I was looking in the fantasy, I think it's the dark fantasy section in my bookstore, which is a bit weird, and I was like, didn't realise there was a book 2 out already, so I persuaded him to buy me it, and I just love the cover, so pretty. And that's book 2. Will it focus? No, I don't know how you pronounce that. And so yeah, he kindly bought me it, and then I realised the 3rd book is out in December, so I've already pre-ordered that with Amazon, and it will be much cheaper than the 1st book, which I paid full price for, the 2nd book, which my boyfriend kindly bought me with his staff discount, and the 3rd book, which I can't wait to read as well. But and then finally, with 3.5 minutes to spare, I'm trying to do this as fast as I can and still make it seem good, I got book 2, Darkness Rising by Keri, which I'm really enjoying in the Dark Angel series. This is due to Julie from Human and Kick-Ass Chicks. I really enjoyed the 1st book, and I'm looking forward to the 2nd book, and I hope other people are as well. I'm not sure when the 3rd book's out. It doesn't tell you anything in the back, it just gives you a passage for the 1st book, which is a bit strange. Why would you give you a passage for the 1st book when you've got the 2nd book and you've already read the 1st book? It's a bit strange, but oh well. Since I first filmed this video, I have bought some other books, but I'm trying to keep them separate because I did buy these books in November, and this is actually books that I bought and purchased and were gifted during October. So there were all my books. If you guys have read any of these and have any thoughts or opinions, please share them. Like, if anybody has any thoughts or opinions on Skinny Bitch, I don't know if many people reading my blog will have read this, but please give it a go. I've already read the Nora Roberts book before. Any other Poirot, Agatha Christie fans out there, leave a comment, I can't be the only one. And as you can see, I'm getting more and more into urban fantasy as the year seems to be going on, and I'm sure there's other people who like these kind of books. Do you have other recommendations? What do you think of these 2 books before I read them? Are you loving the series? Are you not? I think that's everything, and it's under 10 minutes. Yay! Thanks for watching, guys. Bye!